Good
Morning.
morning. Just give me a second. Chintan also joining. So I have received file from Vishnu and Chintan. Yes, I believe. Yes. So I
Good
haven't checked
morning,
it
sir.
yet. Very good morning. I'll check it. I haven't checked it yet. I'll check it. Then we'll, if anything is required, I'll discuss that. And Sai Suprach, like your WIP. So till when you will be able to finish it? Or will you finish it or not? Because I just you send me only one update that too incomplete. It's not saying so it's not going to do it. Because if you're not doing it, so tell me. So you have to realign again. You have to do it. So I'll wait as you're not replying. So I'll send a mail. So if you do it, it's nice, good for you. If you don't do it, it's up to you. As soon as possible, like when? That's the question. As soon as possible, after 1 month, after 15 days, 10 days, 1 week. Okay, so I just created this thing, align everything nicely. Okay, okay, if you're setting it by Saturday, it's fine. No problem. So this pan is aligned somewhere center of this circular shape. I created this thing. So it's most of the things you can see. Like I need couple of shelf and bottles and other stuff. So now my model is ready. Almost like it's not finished. Obviously, it's not finished. I have to do UV, I have to do texture, I have to like populate the scene. All those things are there. So just to check my model, what I'll do is I will import this into Unreal and check the scale. Like because I feel scale is very small, so I'll check the scale and based on that I'll fix the scaling here. So how to do it? So let's select select your model, entire model, export selected, and make sure it's FBX, no OBJ bar or whatever set, name it. Okay. What is this saying? You guys can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Uh, some technical issue. Okay, anyways. Now, for Unreal. So Unreal, all of you have installed, or should I show you how to install it and everything?
So installed, sir, but
No,
you
sir.
sent some assert or something like that to put inside the Unreal thing.
Oh, that's
So
what I
yeah,
explained. So
yes, yes.
first thing what you have to do is you have to go to Epic Games. Let's like explain it for everyone so that so if there is any confusion, you'll get it clear. Epic Games. So search for Epic Games, go to epicgames.com and oh, I don't want to store. Sorry. Epic Games. Huh. So when you open Epic Games, you can see there is a sign in option and get Epic Games option is there. So this is very important. Make sure create a sign in account, create a login account in Epic Games. This is very important. Otherwise, half of the things, like not half, like most of the things are not accessible. So make sure create a login here, Epic Games login, and remember it because it's very important. We're going to use it in other software as well. So like Quixel Bridge, Quixel Mixture, and all. We need to use an Epic Game login to get the access of the entire free library. Otherwise, we won't be able to access the entire library. We have to buy it. So make sure, because Epic Games, Epic Game bought a Megascan. So with Epic Game login, it's entirely free. So make sure, then click on Get Epic Games and install it. Install it and sign in. And after installing, it will see in your desktop, there will be an Epic Games launcher. So double click, open it. So initially, for the first time when you do it, it will ask you for login. So make sure login with your Epic Game login, whatever you have created with that, because there are multiple options are there for login, like for with Facebook, with Google, and all. So make sure whatever you're logging, whatever you have logged in into Epic Game site, same login, use it here. Then go to library and click on this plus sign, because by default this will be empty. There won't be anything. This section will also be empty, and this vault will also be empty. Like basically, this entire page will be empty by default. So make sure click on the Epic Game and install 4.26.2 latest version of Unreal. They have released a version 5 early access also, but that is unstable. Do not use it. Yes, you can test it out. That's absolutely fine. But for project, use 4.26. So install this. It will take good amount of time because it's around 10 to 15 GB. So this will take a decent amount of time to install. So install is to take whenever you are free, you have system is free, install it. This will install Unreal and then click on launch. So click on launch. Let's see, I'll click on launch. So when you are open Unreal Engine for the first time, it will take around 10 to 15 minutes depending upon your system configuration and all. Maybe it's a little extra, maybe it's a little less, maybe it takes 10 minutes, maybe it might take 20 minutes. Initially, for the first time when Unreal Engine you open it, it will take good amount of time. You might feel like it's like not responding, it's frozen or something. No, it's working. For the first time it will take time. Then from second time it will open quickly. So you can see I just clicked it, still it's processing because I haven't clicked on my project. I just clicked on launch my Unreal Engine. So open it will come pop up now. See, it popped up. So in my system, I already have a lot of projects. I already have a lot of projects. If I show you, open this thing, you can see I have a lot of projects already, and it's opening this Lightning Bolt, this project, because this is my default project. So I switched on my start open like last open project. I switched on that, so that's why whenever I open engine, it will load my last open project automatically. So it's opening that. So but no need to worry. So I'll let it open, then I'll show like how to open it for the first time and how to set up everything for the first time. And this is like bread and butter for game artists, so learn it properly. Learn means you don't have to learn it in depth. You need to know how to import asset, how to create materials, how to apply it, and how to create a level. Those things you should know. That is something very important. And and basic lighting you should know, because you have to check everything in Unreal Engine for game assets. For whenever you create a game, if that game final product going to be in Unreal, you have to check the product in Unreal, because whatever you're doing in Substance or Photoshop or whatever there, it will look entirely different in Unreal. So you have to check Unreal Engine for its proper result. So you see it's loading 75%. Wait. 92%. Okay, it opened. So let me create a new project. So do not like worry about this. I'll show you how it will look for you for the new for the first time if you open it. So I'll create a new project from here. So when you open Unreal Engine for the first time, what will happen? You cannot see this window. After this loading, you will see this window because you don't have any project or anything on your system. So you have to create a project to open Unreal Engine. Without that, you cannot open it. The project is basically it's a folder, and inside that all your game assets and everything, your level, everything is there. So when you open it, you can see there are 4 categories. So based on what we are working on, because Unreal Engine we use for architecture, visualization, automotive, and we use for movies and films also, and games also. So based on your requirement, select that. So we are using games, so click on games and then press next. Then we'll ask you to what you want to create. Like suppose you are creating a game, because it's an empty blank. I can create an empty blank project. I can create a first person shooter. I can create a flying, puzzle, rolling, third person. So personally, I prefer third person. So select first or third person, and then press next. Then in this particular page, like this page, one thing you have to make sure this is maximum quality, right? This should be maximum quality and with starter content. This should be there, because if you click this, there is no starter content, and there is like quality wise also there difference, and console all difference also there. So make sure, hopefully by default it will be like this. If it's not there, make sure change it to maximum quality with starter content. And ray tracing is something, if you have a RTX, like RTX one like 2080 or something, or 2070, 2060 something, you have it, then make sure switch on ray tracing, enable it. Okay, this will like reduce your lighting time, and it gives you better result. But I don't have a RTX, I have a GTX. So in my system, if I switch it on, like I have 106,066 GB, so it works with that. But it start to lag, so there's a little lagging, that's why I don't use it. So keep it disabled. For my system, I'm keeping it disabled, so make sure disabled. Then here, browse wherever you want to create a project, location, and your project name. So like I can name it as GA202. I can name the project only specifically for that, or you can just name it as your own project name, and you can create everything inside that. So you can name it, and then location, I am just going to create it in my documents. Then later I'll delete it. Then click on create project. It will take little time and it will restart. This time you can see the name change and everything changed, and it's loading again. I have already exported this thing. So my asset is already there ready. Make sure export it as this thing. Load quickly. So now you can see it opened it like this. This is center. Okay, there's one more thing because I have modified my this thing slightly. So by default, it will look like this for you. By default, it will look like this. The content browser is here. You have all these actors, place actors, and everything. You have the world outliner, same outlining, or whatever you have in this level. This is your actual game level. This is not your model viewer. Here you create the entire level with lighting and post process, your programming, your coding, everything. So this is your actual game level. This is your content browser where all the contents of this game or of this project will be there. Then this is your world outliner, and whatever you select, those detail here, and then you have world setting here. This is like basic, and this tab is for save your file. Your source control is for suppose you're working in a team. That time you can create a server and connect it with the server, so everybody can sync their data there, and everybody can work together at the same time on the same level. The modes, under modes you have multiple options. Select by default, select. You have landscape option. You have foliage to create foliage, landscape to create landscape, brush editing if you want to modify some geometry, that is also there, but this is something uh, not recommended because you create all your model in 3D software and import it back, so we don't modify it here because it's not that handy, and plus it's not that efficient also. And mesh paint is basically vertex paint. We create vertex paint, we can create colors and all. Content, this is your content. Then marketplace, that marketplace, if you click it, it will open the Epic Games launcher again and show you the marketplace. Settings, setting for the project, setting for the world setting, setting for the plugins, all the settings. So, then this option you won't have in your system because this is a plugin I installed separately, Megascan. So when we like using Megascan, I explain how to install it and where to install it and how to use it. Blueprint is basically coding, visual scripting. It's called visual scripting. So Blueprint is not something we're going to do because it's programming. So it's not part of our job. Cinematics is for create renders and all. This is for create, like render out a video, render out a screenshot, or for all those things, or create some cinematic effect, maybe something moving, some basic effects basically. And build is for building your mesh. Suppose you have multiple one geometry, you duplicate it multiple times, then you have applied textures and you applied lighting, so you have to build the lighting, build the mesh, and build the reflection and all those things. So because in game most of the things are baked, like your lighting is baked, your mesh is baked, your everything is baked, right? Like with this we build, if you click on this arrow, you have a separate option. I can build only light quality, I can select. All those options are there, so we'll get into all these things slowly. And launcher is basically, suppose you have finished your game and then finished your coding and everything is done, then you can click on the launch, it will launch a game basically. So this is something we're not going to touch, but this play we're going to use just to see through a walk through our scene. Like suppose this is our scene, and you can see there is a character here. If I click this, you can see there's a camera also attached to it. It's not necessarily I have to click it, just click on play, and you can see it become a playable. And same controller WASD, see, move, space bar, jump, and mouse to change the direction and all. See, I can modify with it, play around. So like this, you can play, escape to get rid of that mode. So like this, we generate everything and create everything. So like whenever you finish your entire set, you can play around and create the entire thing. So just give me a second. I'll just open my actual project so that lightning bolt, so that I can show you couple of projects, couple of assets and everything and how it works. But this was okay. This was just a demo. sorry, close it, Epic. If this time I click here, what will happen? It will open my this new project I just created, Geo202. It will open this project only. But I don't need this. I want to delete this thing. I want to open because this is my one master project. Inside this, I have subfolders for each and every project. So I don't want to like to use because this is what I prefer personally. I create a master project, and inside that I create multiple subfolders for each project. So what happens if I want to use something from the something from other project, so I don't have to manually import it. I just have to go to that folder and drag drop into my scene. So it becomes very easy and handy. So so by default I made this scene my default scene. That's why it opens like this. And personally I prefer this content browser to be separate, so that I have maximum space for the scene, maximum space for the scene. Why it's happening? It's snapping issue. Let's wrap back here. Now it's clean. Okay. Now first thing first, when you open your engine, by default, for the first time, if you open, you will have this content. Okay, this part won't be visible. Basically, you have only two folders. One is blueprint, one is your map, and one is your some option. Three options only. So click this option, click this arrow, and open this outliner. From here, you can browse all the folder exist in your system. Sorry, in your Unreal Engine project. Then scroll, control scroll, zoom in, zoom out. You can do it with this, and then right click, create your folder. Right click here and create a new folder. Name it as, like, I will name it as your folder, GA. I guess I have already created this thing. Let me see. GA202, I believe I have created all. Yes, see, it's already there. So HSM environment. You can see I have already imported that also. So all this thing I'll keep. So environment, I'll create environment one, create a folder. So you can see one master folder. Inside that I can have multiple folders. Same like our normal Windows Explorer, you can create same things of folders again and again and do it very easily. So I like to keep everything sorted and separate. So now once you create this folder, inside that you need to create three more folders. That's how it's a standard. It's an industry standard. First folder is for your mesh. Second folder is for your texture. Third folder is for your materials. Three folders. This is the industry standard. So like you create everything, all the folders, and keep all the texture here, all your mesh here, all your materials here. And one more folder when you create a map. Map means your level, game level. When you create a game level, put it, save it inside this. This is how it works. So make sure do it like this only, because it will keep everything sorted and clean. So now I want to import by set. I just exported from Maya. Oh, double click, open your mesh. Sorry, I need to drink some water. Just give me a minute. Okay, now it's fine. So now I want to import my mesh here. So there's two ways of importing. One is right click, import to game. What is happening? Import to game, click here and browse wherever your model is. This is my model. Select that, open it. So the moment you click this, you can see the one window pop up. In this particular window, what you have, there are few things you have to do. There's like few things, like by default this option will be off and this will be on. By default this combine mesh option will be off. it means I exported that one bar, right? But it have multiple elements, like each and every part is separate. It's not like everything is not combined or welded together. This is separate, this is separate, this is separate. All these parts are separate. So if you do not switch on that option, this combine mesh, it will split everything. So I'll show it how it works. I didn't switch on this thing, it's off only. If I do not want to switch on my collision, I can make it off or on. Then if there is any material texture assigned to my texture, I can keep this thing. I can click switch on my import material. This thing I can make like keep it on, or I can keep it off also, doesn't matter. So this one is very important. And the import like import property, this method should be by default it's compute normal. Make sure change it to import normals and tangent. Reason, we'll create a model, and that model already have a normal information, like normal like direction information, like which side is what, right? And plus we'll bake our normals and texture it. So that's why we don't generate it here, we will import it. So that's why click on this. So it will, based on your model, it will import all the information. This is very important. And there is one more option. This is by default off, miscellaneous convert scene unit. So if this is by default, it is off. So let's keep it off. So I'll show you everything in default only except this one. So everything in default, let's import it. So you can see it will import, and it will split my model into all the elements automatically. Because in my model haven't switched on my that option of combine mesh. So it's everything become a separate part, separate model in Unreal, right? It's a problem. So you cannot do it like, yes, like, yes, of course, if I want, I can definitely use it like this. I can select everything, drag, and drop it here. It's really tiny. Let me create a new level first. File, new level, use a default. And this one I don't need, delete it. Select all of them, drag and drop it here. So I drag dropped here, F to zoom in, make it full focus. So the interface, how it works, it's exactly like Maya. Alt, left mouse button to rotate, middle mouse button to zoom in, zoom out, or scroll, or middle, span, it's moving really fast. And right click to zoom in, zoom out. Alt right click, zoom in, zoom out. But you can see this particular model, I feel it's really tiny. Go to detail, location, may change it to 000. So you can see it's smaller than these icons also. That means it's really tiny, really small. So either I scale the model manually like this, or let's keep it here, or I'll import my that bar one more time, and this time I'll switch on combine mesh and switch on convert scale scene unit. Just these two I have switched on, import it now. So now it's a solid geometry, and plus the scale is bigger. No, it's not bigger. Why it's not bigger? It should change. It should be bigger only. No, it didn't change anything. Okay, anyways, it didn't change anything. So now I can see my I converted that, but still my scene is really tiny. My scene is really tiny, so I delete everything, all those unwanted things. It's not required. Like, why to keep it? So keep your Unreal clean. Do not like keep unnecessary unwanted things. So now here I can see all the icons are pretty big, and this is like really small. So what I have to do, I have to scale it. Either I can do it manually like this, or I can select to this thing, maybe 100 times. I scaled it. So I scale it 100 times, right? Now, you can see there is a player start. This is something where the player spawn. It's general, like it will pop up here and it will start play. So let's see. Click play. Okay, it's like you can see it's standing on that surface. It's not going inside. Reason of because of collision. Collision is basically the collision model mesh where a character collides and it cannot go inside. Like in game, you have multiple area that blocked out, right? You cannot go inside. That is because of collision. So how to change that? Select your model. You can see the model here. Double click and open it, and it will open a window. This is called model viewer. This one is a model viewer. You can double click this and it will open this window also. Same thing. So both you can open, and now you can see your model viewer. You can see there's a model. Now in this model, side left right side is all the property and settings of the model. Scroll down. There is a tab for collision. So here you can see collision preset is block all. Collision complexity is project default. So click on this and change it to use complex collision as simple collision, and then save it. That's it. Now go here, click on play, and now you can see it's super huge. That means 100%, 100 is too much, maybe 30. And place it, because if I keep it outside, it will fall freely endlessly because it's an empty space, right? So keep it somewhere here, so it will still, I feel it's pretty huge. So scale I need to fix. I guess now it should work. I increases 10. Okay. Play. Yeah. Now it's see, I have to increase the scale of my model 10 times. So I got the value, exact value, and this is real life scale. Like this character is 6 foot in height, and you can see I can roam around this scene. I can go inside. Yes, I can go inside also. Come outside. So like this, I can check all the scale. So now I got the correct scale. So stool still looks slightly big. So I feel if I reduce it by maybe 7 or 8, I guess it should work, right? So anyways, 10 also fine, not an issue. So I got the exact value. So I got the exact value of the model that I need to scale to fit into my scene. And plus I see there is a gap in my model. So I'll go to my Maya. And move it. This one is fixed. And now I select my entire model, Control G, group it or attach it, any one of them. Either create a group or attach everything together. Select this, select the group, Control A one more time. You have this option, select all scale X, Y, Z and press input 10. So this entire model become 10 times bigger. So you got the scale in Unreal very easily. Now you can fix it super easily. So it's fixed, freeze. Now the scale is correct. So I fix my scaling. Now whatever I'll do in correct scale only, always. So this is done. So now in Unreal, okay, let's see. Now you imported this thing, everything is here. And let's see. So you can see there is a sun, there is a sky and everything. So by default, how to create a level, because this is, I use a default, this thing. So if suppose you want to use it, like create your own level without all this thing from scratch. So how do you do it? Go to new level. take empty level. In this level, nothing is there. It's completely empty. To create any level, there are few things you need to start with. First thing, you need a fog, such a smooth atmospheric fog and exponential height fog. You can see instantly got this foggy effect everywhere. Then you need a light. So go to light tab, one direction light, which is very important. Direction light is basically your sun. And then you need a skylight, is basically indirect bounce light from sky. These four, and after this you can import your model location, make it always keep it 000, increase the scale 10 times. So now you can see you have all the lighting, all shadow, everything. And now if you want to change anything, select your direction light. If you want to change the direction, you can see from here also I can change. See, I can rotate. So all these things I can do very easily. So one more thing, now you can see these areas are light, you can see the light, and from backside it's transparent because it's not a solid object, because it's not a solid object, and there's a hole because mesh is visible from this side only, but that is can be managed. If I bake it, it will be fixed. See, if I build my lighting only, it should be work really quickly. Like a building, lighting building, it's a bit time consuming process depending upon your system plus your scene size and how complex your model is, how detailed model, and how heavy it is, based on all these things. So you can see it generates, but still you can see everything is not that clean, right? Reason, this geometry is one sided. Now it's, at least I have some amount of shadow here, but you can see it's creating artifact and issue because the UV is not correct, because it's all everything generated based on the UV. So the UV is not correct and some issues are there, because of that it's happening like this. But it will work perfectly once we fix everything in Maya, then we can import it back. So as of now I imported my model, and then I can just place it and check the scale. That's it, no need to touch it again. So as of now, like, we'll touch it again later. So now we'll focus on our model and start modeling everything, finish everything, all the place, all the problems are there, fix all those things. So there are like few technical things whenever you have creating a model for Unreal. This is something personally I prefer, and this gives you a better result. Select the entire border and extrude it slightly. Basically give it a little thickness, and fill it. Or one more thing I can do, face mode I can select and extrude it. That will be, yeah, this will be much better. What is this? Now it's fine. Face mode, double click, extrude, extrude this part, and then select the entire model, double click, normal, reverse normal. Now it's become a solid geometry. So if you have a solid geometry, it will work very easily, and it will create those shadow issue and all those things won't happen. And I can see there is a distance problem, like thickness issue. To fix this, I can go to top view. You can see it's not correct. So I'll select both of them, scale, in XYZ, but you can see it's not perfect. So what you do, press X, and click on uh, this arrow, and then click on move to this vertex. So it will align this according to this vertex. Now I want to align with this. Again, press X, select the red, and on this vertex. To create this thing, so it's slightly off. So I'll just fix it. Or we can scale it and fix it also. That is also works perfectly without any problem. So now it's a evenly thick model. So if you have a solid geometry, it won't create any problem. It will give you better result. But again, it depends. Like in industry, like suppose you're creating a model for a game, and you have a like polygon constraint. There's a limit of polygons, and for optimization, you have to delete that section. Then it's fine. So as of now, you don't have that constraint. Keep it optimized and use it, and then use all these sections. So now, what I have to do is, sorry, hide. So all these parts, sorry, my bad, sorry, have backside also. So technically, these shouldn't be there. Delete. See, all these things not required. Keep it super clean. So optimize your model. Delete. Delete. Like optimize the model. All the hidden parts, everything is not visible. Make sure delete them. This is I'm keeping solid because this is visible. So wherever it's not visible, keep it inside and fix those sections. So for this also, what I can do is I can put it slightly here, and for this part also I can delete, because it will save a lot of polygons. Okay, like this I can create everything, place of my entire scene. Okay, there's something slightly happened here. I guess I accidentally moved it. Yeah, now select these two, hide. So for this also, these surfaces are not required. Backside is already deleted. Delete. And like for optimization, suppose I want to really optimize, and it's an n-gon. B, snap it there, snap it there. Merge, and now I need to fix all these sections. Multi-cut, and you see this is quad, is triangle, triangle. Okay. Okay. So now it's all optimized. Same thing. I'll do it for the other model also, or I can just simply duplicate that. So I'll select this, duplicate, optimize. So similarly, I'll optimize this all these parts, optimize everything, save your file. Like similar manner, will create all the parts and everything. And like finally, like once my basic structure everything is ready, I'll add one more loop, make it little smoother, make it little more extra smooth. And this bottom, all this thing I'll delete. This is I'll delete. I'll clean all these surfaces and make it slightly smooth. And the corner I'll bevel it slightly. So everything will look really high poly and polished and nice. So you need to plan all these things. Cancel. Don't save it. Okay. So like fix your model in this thing. This thing, and then I'll just simply all are present.
So,
Yes, tell me.
so for this also we need to do high poly, sir.
uh, like high poly if required. If required, we'll do it, because I don't think we need to do it high poly for this particular model.
Okay.
And whatever you have selected based on that, like because in this model it's all you can see very basic shapes, right? It's not very
Yes, yes.
complex model. So for this it's not required, but maybe for your model it might require. So that is something you have to check.
Okay, okay, sir. Yes.
If it's required, we'll do it. If it's not required, we won't do it.
No, sir. I'm asking if the low poly has all the details. You need to don't need to do the high poly.
Uh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Like if low poly have all the details, and that will like but make sure it's a low poly. It cannot be like you for adding details. You cannot make it a high poly, right? So it should be a
Exactly.
low poly model only. And if
Yes.
required, we'll do it. If not required, we won't do it. And for
Okay.
this, we'll be using Megascan textures. So it will make your life way easier, and plus it will speed up the entire process, and your texturing quality will enhance like tremendously. So I'll show all this process. Like let's finish the model first. So and today is Wednesday. You're supposed to submit, mail me your files, like whatever you have created. So because it's been more than a week, so we should have done something. So send me your update, I'll check, and then we'll discuss that and create everything. And do not wait for me. Create your scene as soon as possible, so that you can focus on Unreal more, and learn all the tools, all the things which is required. Okay.
So one more request, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, can you create the link through Moodle, sir? Because my drive is really full, sir.
Okay, I created now only. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
Vishnu,
Yes, ma'am.
dude, you can delete the old files like that you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, I know, but I need some backups. So that's
No, because I check my drive also. I have like around 80, like 8 or 9 GB just old files there that no use to me.
No problem. I'm creating a Moodle this thing. Uh,
Sir,
202.
I send you in drive.
No problem. That's fine. I'm creating this thing and G8202. Uh, P2. So I created this thing. It's done and everything is ready. So yeah, in Moodle, it's ready. I have created this thing. So now you can just submit this in Moodle only. Okay.
yes, yes. Thank you.
It's under, you can see it says GA202 week 2. So check your number. You can see other projects also there. So make sure check your particular folder and upload it there only. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
my name in
That is something I sent a mail and they said they fixed it. Just give me a second. You fixed it.
Because I can't access environment also.
Yes, you cannot access it then without this. So let me see.
Sir, where did you create a folder for our submission HSN3?
I haven't created a folder. I haven't. You just mailed me. If you want, I'll create the folder and mail you back.
Yes, sir, because in like Drive we can't upload.
Okay,
That's
no,
why Vishnu asked.
no problem. I'll create it. No issues. Add, remove, and just a minute. See. Yeah, okay. So it's there. Back to groups. I added. Let me update the attendance also then.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So I added this. See, your name is here. So this is like this one I cannot modify. Like even if I modify, nothing happens. It's grayed out because it's I just enrolled it, right? So technically this won't count, like no matter what I do. So now you can access it. Now everything is like corrected. Okay, then I'll see you guys. I guess day after tomorrow, and yeah, and try to finish about as much as possible. Do it.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and whenever I have free time, I'll also try to finish my stuff. Okay, then. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you, sir.